how you can stay calm and positive during corona craziness, the proper way to wash your hands, and a little empowerment for you on this Friday.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello and welcome to a Friday, not just a Friday. It is Friday, March 13th, 2020. So yeah, feeling a little like doomsday lately. And here it is, Friday the 13th. It is day 180 of Gotta Get on Ellen. The coronavirus putting a little crink in my plan to get on Ellen. I'm not sure if she is still having a studio audience or not. I know that Kelly and Ryan have not had a studio audience for the last 2 days. Man, oh man, this is kind of crazy, right? They closed Disney World. Broadway shut down. Major sport leagues all been postponed. This is something that we have never seen before, ever. It's kind of crazy to me. Are you starting to crash under the pressure? I admit it, I am a little bit. I'm getting panicky. I'm not really getting panicky about the virus itself. Oddly, I'm not really concerned about that at all. What I am getting panicky about is not having toilet paper. Down to 23 rolls, people. Down to 23 rolls. I went onto Amazon just for fun, just to see what a roll of Scott tissue is costing these days. $13. $13 for one roll of toilet paper. And it's only going to go up from here. So I have drastically reduced my bunching. As I've gotten older, my bunches have gotten bigger. One of the several reasons that I go through a lot more toilet paper than I used to, in addition to going to the bathroom more often and other things, I'm a buncher. I whip that thing around and I take a big, huge bunch. So I'm trying to, reel it in a little bit. I'm trying to use a little less toilet paper with each use now. My husband had told me that I was only allowed to use one sheet. And then I told him he was only allowed to use 2 sheets then when he needed to use toilet paper. So there has been suggestions of getting a bidet. You still got to dry down there, don't you? Do you have to dry down there? I'm not really sure how a bidet works. Now, I've seen them. I know how they work. I've never used one. Let me put it that way. And I have seen them. I have spent some time in some pretty fancy houses here on Long Beach Island during my cleaning days and my bed making days. And yes, there are people on Long Beach Island that have bidets. Do they use them? I don't know. I would think you still need something. You'd still need something, right? I don't know. I have no plans on getting a bidet. So, like I said, it's not a fear of needing a ton of toilet paper. The fear is, when will it become available again? That is the fear, right? So I hit Walmart yesterday. It didn't seem too crazy. There was no toilet paper. But I'm going to hit the grocery store today, right when they open, because I have a feeling things are going to get crazy. I think the shelves are going to start just, being cleared. People are getting afraid. How can we not? How can we not get afraid at this point when they are shutting everything down? So I'm going to try to be a little bit of a voice of reason during my blog post today. Until then, I'm going to freak out with the rest of you. I'm just going to freak out with the rest of you. I saw Dr. Oz on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. He was demonstrating how to wash your hands properly. As he put it, wash your hands like a doctor. Here's the most important thing when it comes to washing your hands. Do the digits. It's the fingers. That's what you got to concentrate on. The fingers and the thumbs. That's where all the bacteria gets in and sticks. Get, the webbing in between. Well, not webbing. You know what I mean. In between your fingers. Make sure you get those thumbs real good. Gloria Gaynor now saying you should sing the song I Will Survive while washing your hands instead of the happy birthday song twice. I did break out into the happy birthday song when I was washing my hands in the kitchen the other day. Got a chuckle out of Joe, which was my point. I have to say I'm pretty funny. Even in the midst of the corona craziness, I am one funny lady. If I don't say so myself. We've got to keep some humor about us, do we not? Yes. Yes. If I have to pump myself up, that is what I will do. Because at the very least, I crack myself up. But often, I crack my husband up too. Some would say, what's the word I'm looking for? Some would say I'm a hoot. I had a listener at the radio station tell me that when I was doing an appearance. One day, she's like, yeah, I listen to you. You really are a hoot. I'm like, oh, really? Texted my husband. I'm like, I'm a hoot. So it's like a little private joke between us now. Not so private anymore now, is it? So when you are washing your hands, like I said, make sure to get all the digits. And they say that you must dry your hands completely as well. Because I guess if there's any moisture left, that can just, help the bacteria recling to you. I am getting kind of a little freaked out, even though I'm not really afraid of catching the virus, because I'm really not. But at the same time, I just can't help but think everything I touch is a potential infection. I'm afraid to touch my own door handle. Yeah, I got to get those. I should have gotten another thing of Clorox wipes while I was at at Walmart yesterday. Maybe I'll see if ShopRite has them today. I just gotta sanitize everything. It's freaking me out a little bit, and I'm not even afraid to get it, but yet I'm still freaking out. I'm washing my hands constantly. My hands are all getting dry. I'm trying to use a lot of lotion. It's just craziness, I tell you. It is craziness. So I wanted to hear from you as to if you are now being told to work from home. There are certain jobs that can work from home. There are certain jobs that are not able to work from home. So I wanted to know as well, are your kids off school? Because that may factor into your decision of whether you can work from home or not. Amy says, yes, school is canceled, probably working from home. I asked, so are you working from home because school is canceled, or were you doing it anyway? She said, because my son is off, I choose work office any day. Corinne says, my school is closed next week. Kate says, my daughter has to be out of Temple by next Saturday. My son has a 2-week spring break. We're waiting to hear if they close as well. I'm still going to the office, big eye roll. I certainly wouldn't mind staying home for a couple of weeks. I got enough to keep me occupied. Kathy says, my granddaughter's school is closed till April 1st. My son-in-law's firm are all working from home, and our trip to Florida for spring training has been canceled. She says, this is absolutely crazy, but I've got plenty of toilet paper. Well, Kathy, I may be stopping over to dig into your supply. Megan says no and no. Her kids are not off school, and she is not working from home. But next week, her son's school has early dismissal, so they can prep for possible closure and online teaching. Nothing yet for her older son in the high school, and but they're talking about, what they may need to do. Linda says, I'm still working, so are my children. Kathy says, where my daughter lives in Baltimore, schools and colleges are closed. And Gail says, my grandchildren's school will be closed for 2 weeks. Not sure if we can work from home. Yeah, it's been a kind of crazy, scary time, right? So that's what's going on with some of you. I thought maybe I could try to get in one good thing. Oh, no. I was just scrolling through Facebook. Somebody said they couldn't find taco shells at the grocery store. That's on my list today. We very rarely have tacos. But Joe wanted to make some chicken tacos this weekend. So I don't know, babe. I'll let you know. I just read on Facebook that there's no taco shells available. People are just buying anything that, can last in the pantry for a while because everybody's afraid that we're not going to be able to get back out to the store or that the store's going to be out of stuff. So back to a little light in your day. I put up an empowering word search. And it's from the Start Today brand, which I love, which is Rachel Hollis's brand for her Start Today journals and priority planners. And you are supposed to share your first word that you see. Now, the first word that I saw was innovative. It's a good time to be innovative. I was thinking, I'm going to get into it a little bit in the blog post, but I was thinking a little bit about my husband's job. Definitely not recession-proof, that one, so it's causing me a little bit of concern. The economics of this whole thing is what really has me concerned. But I was thinking about, the type of work that he does, commercial printing he does, and he's okay right now because a lot of these orders have already been placed. But, I'm going to guess that some cancellations are going to come in and the request for work is going to slow down a whole lot. You know what I was just thinking, speaking of innovation, this is the time, and he does a lot of print work for Comcast and Verizon. They should step up their promotions right now because people are staying home. People are staying home. Get those TV packages and deals going. Send them to the printer. My husband will print them right up. I would have liked a better word, I think, than innovative, but I'll take it. Linda got empowering. Love that one. Rose, powerful. Janet said porn. I said go again, Janet. I don't know how they let that one get by. Megan says ambition. Roxanne says strong. Marcy says smart. Charlene says dreamer. What else? What other different ones do we have? We've got powerful from Connie. And Joe says smart. So, yeah, a lot of smart and ambitious. They seem to be the ones that are jumping out at people. There's not a ton of words in here, I don't think. I see smart right away. I see dazzling. Nobody saw dazzling. That's a good one. Exam, which I don't think is part of it. There is ambitious. Let's see. Dreamer. What? I do see porn. Let's see. What else? One more. Let's find one more. I saw it. I said ambitious. Yeah, this is a tough one. I don't think there's a whole lot of words in here. If there are, then they're hidden really well. I don't see any more, people. I just don't see any more. It's a tough one. So there's some words to empower you through this potentially long weekend where if you had plans, you've probably either scrapped them yourself or they've been scrapped for you. I don't know. Get cozy at home. That's part of what I'm talking about today on the blog post. Trying to stay calm and positive in the midst